Oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep careful watch of my brother's souls. And should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over during the... Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something very personal. This is going to be a very chill video. I'm not in a very hype mood. I don't know why, but for some reason I'm just like really laid back. So in case this video comes across as boring, please pardon me. I'm trying my best. I got talking to a friend of mine, and she was telling me about like issues she had gone through growing up and how she used to have like really low self-esteem. And I was just like, oh, I can relate. And she was like, Mimi, you definitely cannot really, like, most people look at me and they think, oh, Mimi is so confident, Mimi is so sure of herself, you get like nothing can move Mimi and stuff like that. But most people don't know that I didn't always used to be like this. I had my own insecurities, my own fair share of insecurities growing up. And it really bothered me because I was telling her that, what do you mean? I can actually relate, like growing up, I faced this and that and that. And she didn't believe it, like she laughed it off because in her mind, Mimi cannot be insecure. I also remember then in school when we were given assignments to do like presentations and stuff. Yeah, and I'll be so scared when it's time for me to like present. And people will be like, Mimi, why are you scared? You know you're going to kill it. You're a good talker, just stand and do your thing. And in my mind, I'll just be like, these people don't know the half of it. They don't know what I go through inside. They don't know the amount of conditioning I have to do, like personally or within, to actually get myself to that frame of mind where I can actually stand in front of a crowd and speak. But the thing is that they don't see that side because I do a good job of hiding it. So I decided that it would be a good time for me to talk about it, because I'm sure that there are people like me that are going through things like this, like going through insecurities and hiding it behind a cloak of confidence. So growing up, I used to be so insecure. I was never the perfect kid. I was always that stubborn child, the one that could not sleep with the lights on, the one that you had to tell to do something more than once. Like I come from a very close-knit family. I have 2 elder sisters and 1 younger brother. So I'm the last girl and the 3rd child of my parents. My elder sisters are very smart, very beautiful, very, very obedient. Like Adama is very assertive. She knows what she wants. She speaks. She was like a second mom to me, and I'm sure all my other siblings. Kelechi is very calm, very pretty. She says the right things. She does the right things. My youngest brother and my only brother, he's the guru of the family, like hands down the most intelligent child. And then you have Mimi Onyekwere. Oh god, I'm going to be laughing a lot, but just bear with me. I place my 2 sisters on this pedestal, like this very high pedestal. So I constantly felt like I wasn't meeting up to the standards that my 2 elder sisters had set in every area, basically, like academically, behavior wise. I felt like I was just lagging behind. So it was a constant struggle and a constant battle for me to always try to be like them. I always tried to act like they would act or say things that they would say. In fact, till date, people tell me that I have similar mannerisms to my first sister, that's Adama. We look alike anyways, but people always tell me like I act like her, I talk like her, because I started trying to mimic my sisters. So if I think Ada will say this in this situation, that's what I'm going to say. If I think Kelechi will do this, I try to, meet up to the standard I felt they had set for me. And it was a constant struggle, because I felt like no matter what I did, I always fell short one way or the other. In between trying to be like my 2 sisters, I found out that I had lost myself. I didn't know who I was, and thus began my identity crisis. I never felt like I was pretty enough. I never felt like I was smart enough. I never even felt like I was making my parents proud enough. It became a constant struggle for me, honestly speaking. And don't get me wrong, my family is super amazing. Like, they're the strongest support system I have now. In fact, since I was born, since forever. But coming from a family where everyone has a strong personality and you're the last girl, it can be very hard or very difficult trying to find your own path or trying to create your own voice outside of them. And when I found out that I wasn't meeting up with that standard I feel they had set, I became depressed. Yeah, I did become depressed. I went through my secondary school, got admission into the uni, and I remember I used to be so scared to walk past a group of people for fear of being mocked. Like, I felt like I was too tall for a girl. I felt like I was too bony, too flat chested. You know, like I really thought I was built like a boy growing up. I would call myself a late bloomer. I didn't start to, you know, develop my feminine attributes till a very late age. Honestly, the only thing that was growing in my body was my height. I was just growing like a fowl. So because of that, whenever I walk past a group of people, for some reason I'll feel like they're talking about me. I don't know, it's so weird, like the way insecurities work. And it's all in your mind. Honestly, I don't know what to make of it, but that was just how I felt at that point in time. But I remember whenever people would compliment me and tell me, oh Mimi, you're pretty, or oh Mimi, you look nice, I would always negate it with, like, I'll say something silly like, oh, stop lying, or I'll just, you know, give a disbelieving grunt like, like I never used to believe it. I just felt that they were lying for some reason, and that was because I personally didn't feel beautiful. So if you don't feel beautiful and someone is complimenting you, you're not going to believe it, obviously, because you don't even believe yourself. You don't tell yourself you're beautiful, so how would you accept a compliment from someone else? So because I had all these deep-rooted insecurities, I started to overcompensate for them by throwing myself into my academics. And of course, I was doing very well in that area, but it didn't really mean much to me because I still constantly felt like I fell short. And the crazy thing is, people will see me or look at me and see this tall, smart, confident girl, but I didn't see what they were saying. Honestly, I was just a girl lost deep in her insecurities and identity crisis. Like, I for real didn't know who I was at this point in time. People around me didn't know this because I walked so confidently, but my spirit was definitely slouching. So this went on for a very long time until slowly God, through teaching, started to transform my way of thinking. I realized that my problem was in my mind. It wasn't that was who I was, it was just that was who I thought I was. I read a book that talked about humility as thinking of yourself less, but not thinking less of yourself. Those are two different things. I also remember my eldest sister saying to me, I don't know if she can remember this, but she told me one day, she was like, Mimi, people are thinking about you way less than you think they are. They're not worried about you. They've got their own insecurities. They've got their own issues to figure out. And that really stuck, you know. I learned to respond to a compliment with a simple thank you. Responding with gratitude to a compliment helps you to see yourself the way the other person sees you, which is sometimes closer to the way God sees you. It also expresses gratitude to someone else for seeing the good in me and encourages me to also see the good in others so that I can help show them how God sees them. Acknowledging that I am not who I think I am, but who God says I am, helped me to begin to see myself through God's eyes. And if God says I am fearfully and wonderfully made, who am I to doubt myself? Do you understand? And doubt is even a sin, first of all. I started to believe that I matter, that I am a tall, smart, chocolate, caramel skin goddess, and I didn't care what anybody thought about it. I am not perfect, but that's okay because I'm loved by the one true living God who is perfect. What else do I need? I began to realize that my worth doesn't come from being the best dressed, best looking, smartest, most intelligent, fastest problem solving person in the room. I am not the sum of what I have accomplished or how I perceive myself. As a matter of fact, how I perceive myself is irrelevant. I realized that my identity does not stem from how powerful or how successful I am, but from the all-powerful God. And he says that I am a chosen people, a holy nation, a royal priesthood, and God's prized possession. I am set apart, therefore I am unique. God doesn't care about my past. As a matter of fact, he knows my past, he knows all my sins, but he still chooses to call me by my name. When I internalized this truth, I began to walk in a newfound grace and confidence that stems from knowing who I am in Christ Jesus. Now, neither my appearance, nor my abilities, nor my achievements, or even my successes has a place in my identity as the daughter of the Most High God. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment down for me in the comment section. I hope I've been able to reach out to someone out there, because I know that there are a lot of people that are going through insecurities. I hope this video was not too laid back or too boring for you guys. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, I'm in a very chill mood. I'm not in the usual hype mood. Am I ever in a hype mood? I don't think so. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. See ya.
What you want, baby?